Hey guys, welcome to today's 1/6 Galaxies video. Today we are going to be taking a look at TMS 082, that being the Grand Inquisitor from the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Say what you will about the series, I think Kenobi was pretty solid, and I think the Inquisitors did a good job of kind of being there and being the main force for the Empire in their Kenobi searching capacity. We of course also have Reva, who released in Hong Kong slightly after this guy. Hopefully she's in our next icon batch, whenever that may be. Now Hot Toys has teased the 4th sister and the 5th brother. I'm hoping they still come out, even if they are Toy Fair or something. I'm really hoping those guys still come out so we can army build without buying multiple of the same figure, because I think having 4 different Inquisitors would be really cool. We of course have the Inquisitor Merrick from the Ahsoka series, so that's something quite cool. Even if the other 2 come out, at least we know we're getting a bare minimum of 3 people dressed in the Inquisitor armor. So I did get this guy from Pop Culture. He was $364. I think the recommended retail price is about $440. If you look around, I think Amazon has him for about $310 at the moment. Otherwise, you could reach out and ask Jefferson Tan in the group what his prices are like, if you don't mind a little bit of a wait. I know he's still got, I think he might still have 1 C-3PO available, I'm not too sure, and I know he had those Electros pretty cheap at some point as well. Alrighty guys, let's get into our Inquisitor. So it is the Star Wars shoebox style that we've gotten for a while, and we know now. So we can see an image of the Inquisitor himself on the front. Then we can see the Star Wars, and we have that ribbon with the red and the black. Star Wars Grand Inquisitor tells us that TMS 82, and that it is a 1/6 scale collectible figure. Spinning around the box, you're going to have your logos and everything on the back. We can see that TMS 82 is continued on that ribbon, and the ribbon on the reverse side should just, yep. It's just a picture of the figure in a different pose. So very quite nice. In terms of accessories, you can sort of call this guy on par of the Troopers. 365 makes him a bit dearer than some Troopers in the past, I think. But anyway, we'll get down to his accessories. So this guy comes with a total of 6 hands. I have swapped 2 of them out though. So we will see that shortly. So when you first get the figure, he is going to have these relaxed hands on him. So in typical Hot Toys fashion, they are of course sculpted hands, but they've done a really good job of making it look like a textured glove. So you can see some really interesting texture there. And it just feels weird too, so it's really cool to have that. And this side is the same, but in the opposite direction, obviously. So you can see that there is multiple levels of texturing to the glove, and I really like that. You are only going to get a single fist this time around. So again, we can see the different texturing, this time in a clenched fist. Then you're going to get a right and left hand for holding the lightsaber. So the other hand is on him, and then the kind of gesturing force hand kind of a thing is the other hand that I already have on the figure. So you will see those shortly. So one big thing about this guy is that he is our first battery cell Jedi. So he comes with it is a plastic lightsaber. You can see that it is painted and detailed really well though. And then we have the cord coming out of it. So the cord looks a little bit like this, and I'll show you where it goes in a sec. So we do get this lightsaber with the cord. We then get a spare cord or a second cord on its own. This is the cord that's designed to plug into the Inquisitor's back, and then from there it goes into this accessory, this little box that they give you. Now I was a tiny bit misled just because I haven't watched too many videos on this guy. I thought this might have been the charged power box, but this is actually just an adapter for the lightsaber and the Inquisitor. So you'll plug your lightsaber and your Inquisitor cord into there. You'll plug the cord then into the Inquisitor. You then need a USB-C cable that goes into a power brick, and that power brick will then power this. I thought it was I thought this might have been the actual brick that you could charge, but that the instructions say that as well, but it is not the case. It's just a tool for allowing you to run the power brick power through. So I can't show you any of the lighting features just because I don't have a USB-C or a suitable power brick, because the power brick I have is actually quite old and I'm not sure how much charge it has. So there is that to be mindful of. We do get the non-electronic lightsaber though, painted exactly the same as the other one. The ring and then all that's non-articulated, so don't try. But the lightsaber itself does still look quite cool. We are of course going to get our lightsaber blades. So these will plug into the electronic and non-electronic saber. So apologies for not being able to show the lighting feature. I just realized that I didn't have all of the pieces. We do of course get the swoosh effects. So we get 2 of those if you're interested in those. We get this hologram emitter base, which looks quite nice. You can see that it is painted quite nicely. And that allows you to display your little holographic Darth Vader. So that's pretty cool. I'll probably put this with Admiral Thrawn or somebody, because the Inquisitors are going to be displayed on the Darth Vader shelf, but we'll probably give this to a Stormtrooper or someone. So yeah, really nicely detailed Vader, and of course a nod to the upcoming Darth Vader if you are getting him. The special edition includes the Inquisitor holographic as the exclusive piece, so there is that as well if you are picking up that silver sticker version. So here's his display stand, Grand Inquisitor Star Wars. It's that normalized base that we're used to getting, which is fine. If you did see that the Super Battle Droid has released in Hong Kong, I think it'll be a while before it's over here though, because they are probably preparing to close for Chinese New Year. But he has that Geonosis sand base that we always joke about. Oh, it's our footprint in the sand. So they do tend to reuse the same bases a lot for Star Wars. It's unfortunate, but I suppose it saves them money, which may or may not keep our figure prices down. Just before we do take a look at our figure, I did forget, of course, being the shoebox style box, you of course get the art card. The art card has a picture of our Inquisitor with his lightsaber ignited, showing the light up feature to a degree, because that would be photoshopped, but either way it looks quite nice. Alrighty, our Grand Inquisitor. So likeness wise, looks exactly the way he did in the series. I know there are a lot of people that aren't a fan of the particular style of sculpt they went with. Look, yes, it looks a little weird. Yes, it takes a lot of getting used to. I don't hate it. I think it looks fine. I'm just happy to have another Imperial Sith guy to add to the shelf. So he does have a non-removable Inquisitor badge. I believe Reva may have a magnetic one, but you can remove. Don't quote me on that though, because I have, like I said, have not received my Reva yet. Well, no one has from Australian retail, but you can see that it is very nicely detailed armor. Coming down, we have that belt, red light on the belt, then we get those silver sections, the silver buckle, you can see the armor on the side of the pants there. So there's the other hand for holding the lightsaber, and we can see that gesturing hand. We'll see a little bit more of that in the profile. And then we have the boots. Now the boots are articulated to a degree. The ankle pivot is there to a degree, but they are one piece, I believe. And it's been a while since we've had a boot that's one piece. But either way, like I said, I think he looks quite good. And you can, again, you can see that the likeness that he had in the series itself is there. And I really dig the eyes and the red coming down off the face. I think it's done quite well. So side profile, you can see the back of the hood. Yes, he has a hood. I never knew that. You can see his headpiece there. Coming down, we can see the armor, the gauntlet. There's like hand for holding the lightsaber. Can see the boot. It could possibly almost be two pieces, just because I can see the cut in the boot there. But it, like I said, you do get some ankle articulation. So I wouldn't try and use the hood. It does look really weird when you're trying to use it. It's not wide or anything. But yeah, it is there. Again, I don't know why you really would use it. I don't think I ever saw him use it, which is why I was so shocked that he had it. One cool thing though is at the back of his suit is magnetic, so you can hang the lightsaber like that. So he can just pull it off his back like he did in the show. So I think that's rather cool. Again, you can futz around with the hood to make it look a lot better. It's the cape coming down. You can see that mine's already attracted a fair bit of lint, being black. So just be careful with that. So the other side coming down. Then there's that gesturing hand. Boots and base. Overall, if you're an Imperial, I suppose completist like me, and like I said, feel this guy was necessary. I think he doesn't look too bad, and I mean, he's going to be there with Vader and a bunch of other people anyway, so Again, I know it's not how he appeared in the animated series. I know he's not his head's not as skinny or elongated as it should be, but nonetheless, I think it's fine. It's got the correct tattoos, it's got the correct coloring, it's got everything else. So overall, I feel that the likeness is quite strong to obviously how he appeared in the series. Articulation wise, I noticed on mine that the joints are quite stiff, especially moving the arms up and down, so I'm not too sure how that's going to go. Leg articulation is mostly fine, I think. Yeah, so when you are using that light up feature, the light up feature for the chest light, so that red bar on his chest does light up. There is a plug underneath his cape here for it. You just got to lift the cape and you'll see it on his back. One thing I did miss as well is that you do get this little adapter here to hold the box in place, so you can kind of hide it under the cape or beside his leg or whatever as well. Again, the instructions show you how to do that, which is all fine. Anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and you found our look at the Grand Inquisitor useful. As said, I think if the cheaper you can get this guy for, probably the better, if you're not 100% sure on the likeness and whatnot. But as said, I'm glad to have another Imperial join the ranks, and I'll be glad to put him in my main Imperial shelf with Vader and Palpatine and all the Royal Guards, etc. Anyway guys, once again, thank you for watching.